Alright, what's up guys? VV back with another video. Gonna be doing some more Lorcana stuff real quick. Gonna finish up all the spoilers that we started last time. I'm not gonna do the ones we already went over. If you want to see my reaction or my opinion or rating on the previous cards, these cards down here, you can just watch the video I did previously on it. So I have gone over all these in a previous video. Okay, so we're going to go over the second half. It's kind of like, if the first one was part A, we got part B here to finish out the, these are the, oh goodness, Amber cards. Okay, is that correct? Yes, Amber. There might be a few more, excuse me, there might be a few more that are going to be released at the time of me recording this, but I'm not exactly sure. This will be my last video on it because I think the large bulk of the cards has been, released at this point. So, okay, let's go ahead and get into it here. Let's start off with Stitch, Carefree Searcher. This is a 7-cost 4/8 that quests for 2. And it has, when you play this character, if you have 2 or more other characters in play, you may draw 2 cards. Late game, this is going to be extremely powerful, assuming that you can keep some characters around. Because playing it as a 7-cost 4/8 is it's better than nothing, right? But it's not exactly anything to write home about. You want to combo it with your Stitch Rockstar, right? Where you want to make a deck full of lots of small characters to fill up the board, and that will combo with Stitch Rockstar so that when this card is in play, which can be shifted into play on turn 4, by the way. When this enters in when this is in play and you start playing these 2-cost or less characters, you can start drawing cards very quickly to cycle through your deck, develop a board state, and then, sooner or later get to the card we just talked about, Stitch Carefree Surfer, and have a really nice follow-up, card to play. So very solid. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's nothing crazy by itself, but when there is a good setup, it's actually a pretty good card. Okay, next up we have Simba, the Protective Cub. This is a 2-cost, 2/3 that quests for 1 with Bodyguard. Okay, nothing really too crazy here to talk about. I'm just going to give it a nice, I'll give it a 6 out of 10 because it's basically like an upgraded vanilla, right? It's like a vanilla with Bodyguard. Okay, roughly speaking. I know there's more to it than that, but you guys know what I mean. I'm just going to give it a 6 out of 10. Don't want to spend too much time on it. Lilo here, we got a 1-cost 1/1 that quests for 2. So this is Amber's version of Maleficent biding her time. Correct? Is that what it's called? It's the 1-cost 1/1 that quests for 2 for purple. It's one of the Maleficents. I can't remember the exact name. Or the exact title, I guess I should say. Very solid. Okay. I don't really know what's going to be standard. Like what can we expect from a 2-cost character if that's inkable, right? You're going to have characters that are inkable versus non-inkable, and for what they are, vanilla, what can you expect, right? And what we're seeing with Lilo making a wish and Maleficent biding her time, we can expect to see a 1-cost have no ink, not be inkable, and only be a 1/1 for attack and defense or offense and defense, but be able to quest for 2. We know that is just simply average, at least for the first set. We'll see how things go as time, as things move on. So, okay, I'm just going to give it a 5. I'll give it a 6 out of 10 since it does quest for 2. 7 out of 10 is what it probably should be, but let's not spend too much time on it. Okay, next we have Ariel, Spectacular Singer. This is just a 3-cost 2/3 that quests for 1, but it does have Singer 5. Okay, which means this character counts as cost 5 to sing songs. So it can tap to sing a song that costs 5 or less. Okay, very strong. And it has musical debut. When you play this character, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a song card and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Okay, the 3-cost 2/3 that quests for 1 with Singer 5 is already like in the 6.5 area, in my opinion, like maybe even a 7. But that searchability on top of it for musical debut, I'm going to give this card a 9 out of 10. This is a very high value card. It's a 3-cost 2/3, which is nothing special. It quests for 1, again, nothing special. But this is clearly meant to be something more for a singer deck, or not a singer deck, obviously, but a song deck. And this a song deck that has her, you're singing, for 5 on turn 4, right? Because you play her on turn 3, and then you start using her on turn 4. So this is very powerful. I'd give this a 9 out of 10. And the fact that it can search up cards as well, very, very strong ability here. Okay, and that's interesting that she has Spectacular Singer, whereas down here we had Ariel, the voiceless version on human legs. Remember where Ursula took her voice. Very cool, very thematic. Excellent. Okay, next we got Sebastian, the Court Composer. A 2-cost 2/2 that quests for 1, but has Singer 4. So we see this way to cheat out singing with Amber. That's interesting. You know, Sebastian can do it. Ariel can do it. Ariel can do it. You know, Ariel. Who knows? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. And they're both inkable, which is nice. Okay, 2-cost 2/2 that quest for 1, 3-cost 2/3 that quest for 1, and then they have a boost to singing. Excellent. Okay, next we have Ursula's Shell Necklace. Now Sing is the name of the ability. Whenever you play a song, you may pay 1 to draw a card. Pay 1 resource to draw a card. Okay. That's interesting. Let's see. So in a deck where you want to do a lot of songs, this could be very good. But do you want to play this on turn 3? Right? That becomes my question. Maybe you do, actually. I don't know. Maybe you play this on turn... Maybe you actually... Okay, actually, I'm going to take it back. I think this is actually very good. Because let's just say... Okay, let's just use an example real quick. If you played an Ariel Spectacular Singer on turn... Let's just say you played on turn 4. Maybe you didn't get it on turn, on turn 3 when you wanted it, but you got on turn 4. Okay, well now on turn 5, I can play Ursula's Shell Necklace, the item we just saw. I can sing a 5, and I still have 2 resources left, right? If I played something that turn, if I played a resource or inked a card that turn, so I can pay 1 to draw a card, and then I still have 1 left to do something else. Okay, so I'm going to say this is like a 7 out of 10. And it's meant for a deck that has singing and songs in it, obviously. But I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's excellent. Okay, we got Prince Philip. 4-cost 3/3 that quests for 2 with Heroism. When this character challenges and is banished, you may banish the challenged character. Now, it does say when this character challenges, not just when they're challenged, right? It says when this character challenges and is banished, you may banish the challenged character. Hopefully that made sense. So in other words, if you attack this character and he gets banished, you don't get to banish that card because it challenged him. But if Prince Philip, the Dragon Slayer, challenges anything and he is removed for it or is banished for it, so is that card that gets attacked. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's a 4-cost 3/3 that quests for 2. It's too bad they couldn't make it into like a 4-cost 1/5 or something, or no, excuse me, like a 4-cost 1/3 that quests for 3 or something, just to squeeze out as much potential as we can. Because he just wants to hit one time and that character's gone. Yeah, I mean, like whatever it is. But who knows? I know they have a reason for why they do things the way they do, for balance and so on and so forth. I think this is a very good card. I'd probably give this like a, I don't know, maybe like a, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. I don't think it's anything crazy. Actually, maybe it's a 7 out of 10. I don't know. 6.5 or 7 out of 10. You guys tell me. And did I rate all these? I'm pretty sure I did. If I missed anything, I'm sorry, guys. I'll try to do it after the video in the comment section below. Okay, we got Hakuna Matata, another song. Looks like we got a lot of songs. I feel like... No, we talked about singers. That's what it was. How many songs are in this, though? Be Our Guest is a song. Just in Time is not a song. That's an action, a song. Part of Your World is a song. Okay. And he's a rock star. That's funny. Stitch is a rock star. That's fun. Okay. But okay, so we got Hakuna Matata here. 4-cost. It can be sung. And it's also inkable. Remove up to 3 damage from each of your characters. So this is a big mass heal. I like it. This is a nice 6 out of 10. I don't think it's anything special, but I think it's pretty decent. Okay, Rapunzel. We have, when you play this character, excuse me, she's a 4-cost 1/5 that quests for 2. Okay, let's see what the ability is. Because that's very low attack, right? But it quests for 2, so that's also not too bad, and it's inkable. Gleam and Glow. When you play this character, remove up to 3 damage from one of your characters. Draw a card for each 1 damage removed this way. Wow. That could potentially be very, very good. If you could somehow combo this card with a 2 or 3 cost character that has a lot of defense or a lot of toughness, this could be very good. I like this card. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. It does require some setup. It's at least still a 4-cost, 1/5 that quests for 2, but with that add-on, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Very nice, 7 out of 10. Okay, we got Maximus here. 5-cost, 4/5, inkable, quest for 1 with bodyguard and support. Now that is nice. Okay, that is very, very good. Right, so so remember, if this character is exerted, an opposing character who challenges one of your characters must choose one with bodyguard if able. Okay? They must. It's not an option. Right? If they're able, obviously. And then he has support. Whenever this character quests, you may you may add their attack to the chosen character's attack this turn. So remember, you're going to want to keep this guy exerted anyway. So you're going to quest for 1, give a guy +4 attack, and now he's bodyguard. This card's like an 8 out of 10 for me. This is really nice. Really good stuff going on here. Excellent. Okay, we still got 4 more, guys. Let's go over these real quick. We got Cinderella, 4-cost, 2/5, quest for 2, singer 5. There we get more singers. Remove up to 3 damage from chosen princess character. Okay. Very interesting. So again, remove up to 3 damage from chosen princess character. Amber did have a princess theme, didn't it? Because a card we went over in a previous video had, where is she? Moana. Whenever this character quests, you may ready your other princess characters. So that's very good for the princess cards, right? Let's see what all's a princess going up here. Okay, Minnie Mouse, yes, but not really what we're looking for. Ariel on human legs, a 4-cost 3/4 that quests for 2. She cannot sing, but she can quest or swing for 3, right? Very nice. Be Our Guest was very good as well. What other princesses do we have? Okay, Ariel, of course, spectacular singer. Okay, now this could be very good, right? So say we quest for 1 with her first, then we can use our Moana to ready Ariel, and she can't quest again, but she will be able to either attack or sing a 5, right? So that's okay. So a lot of synergy there, very nice. And then we got Rapunzel. That's when you play the character, and then Cinderella. Well, she has remove up to 3 damage from chosen princess character. So she's going to allow you. So remember, the way Moana works, let me scroll back down real quick, guys. Whenever this character quests, you may ready your other princess characters. They cannot quest for the rest of the turn, so they don't want you doubling up on questing, right? But here's the thing. They can still attack or do other abilities. So like with Cinderella here, you might decide to, tap her down the first time to gain 2 quest, to gain 2 lore. You might quest with her for 2, and then when you quest Moana, she untaps, and now you can use her abilities or attack. You could swing for 2, or you could sing for 5, or you can tap to remove up to 3 damage from a chosen princess character. That seems very good. A lot of synergy with it does really mesh well with what Amber's doing. I'm going to give that like an 7.5 out of 10. We'll give that a 7.5 out of 10. Okay, we got Shmee, Mr. Shmee. 3-cost, 2/5, quest for 1, vanilla character, loyal first mate, Mr. Shmee. 3-cost, 2/5. So this is like a real tanky version of a vanilla that's also inkable. I'm just going to give it a 5 out of 10. I think it's just fine. Nothing special. Okay, then we got Pumbaa. There we go. Struggling here, guys. Bear with me. But Pumbaa is a 4-cost 3/5 that quests for 1. So this is like your 4-cost vanilla. More on the tanky side. That just quests for 1. They're both inkable, Mr. Shmee and Pumbaa. And then last but not least, I'll just give that a 5 out of 10 for the friendly warthog. But last but not least, 4-cost inkable action. You Have Forgotten Me. I love the name of that card. That is so good. That's so solid. Each opponent chooses and discards 2 cards. That is mean, guys. That is very, very mean. I love that kind of interaction. When I used to play Magic the Gathering, not to segue too far off here, guys, but when I used to play Magic the Gathering, I used to love to splash any kind of black cards in my decks because black had access to Mind Rot, which was a 3-cost. Target player discards 2 cards, right? Or target opponent discards 2 cards, however it's worded. And it's like, Oh, man, I just really love effects like this. I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10 just because, actually, in this game, card draws, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 in this game. Excellent. Okay, guys, that's about it. That's it for the Amber stuff, for the stuff we hadn't gone over yet. This part B, or part 2 of going over the spoilers for Disney Lorcana for their first set. Man, Amber just has such an awesome amount of cards that, like, how do I say this? The way that they work with, like, singing things that are way above their rank or above their cost is probably going to feel pretty broken playing against them. I'm not saying it is broken. I'm sure they're going to balance it, obviously. But I think you guys know what I mean. Returning character cards from your hand, from your discard to your hand. They also have ways to cheat out characters with Lantern. Tap, you may pay 1 less for the next character you play this turn. This was an ability I was wondering how it synergized with Just in Time. In a previous video, I was wondering, since, okay, if you can make a character cost 1 less, can you technically Just in Time something that's a 6 or less for free if you combo it with Lantern? I wonder if we know that yet. I haven't checked any of, like, the rulings or anything yet, but that could be very strong. A lot of really powerful, like, you know, big characters with Stitch, Hades, and Moana. These are very, very powerful characters with very good in-game effects. They got Goofy, a Musketeer. What else? You know, they got good singers, like we were saying. Decent items. You know, they had, what's it called? The Dingle Hopper. They got Dingle Hopper to remove damage from characters. Ursula's Shell Necklace for when you sing, you can draw some cards. Plenty of songs to sing. Lots of support stuff. Lots of healing as well. And I just, man, this You Have Forgotten Me action, that is so good. I absolutely love this card. Loving that. I'll probably have to make a deck with You Have Forgotten Me in it. But okay, guys, that's about it for Amber. From here, I'm going to move on to Amethyst. Just going to go right down the line. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe. And as usual, guys, appreciate y'all. Thanks. Till next time. Peace.